Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round two of the Final Fantasy Duckling Derby. I'm Edgeworth. I'm joined on comms by Thundercloud. Thunder, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. So we're about to kick this off pretty soon, but taking a quick look at the party comps, who do you think has the edge in this? Looks like we're all going black belt this time around.
Yeah, I like the black belt strats. Not a fan of taking a white mage, so honestly, I really like Life Reboots party. It's one party I like to run in a flag set that could balance EXP with a black belt pretty well, but also you have to open boxes, so maybe you get that fighter gear.
Yeah, it all depends on where that loose item shakes loose. So I kind of like Life Reboots Party as well. Just if you find the early fighter gear, you're in good shape, and if not, you can tan the black belt. And if you find that loose item pretty quick, well, just do a quick black belt grind, and you don't have to open that many chests.
Precisely. And with the EXP scaling, the black belt grind is definitely a viable option in this. Although, if we're going to talk about that, it is a little bit less than last time. The round 1 flags were also 2.5x plus 250, but it was 10% per key item. This time it's only 5% per key item, but you do have the shuffled encounter tiles, so you might not find Agmas and Agmas. You might have to look around for that.
Yeah, that's true. So a little less of a bump, but on the plus side, you may find that legendary 3-eye tile. And we've got exit at level 1. And we've got warp at level 1 as well. So never mind. Don't need to reroll.
Gotta love when they both roll on the same level. Oh, but we do have a reroll on Darendrees.
See if it pays off. Maybe Fade shows up early too. But also of note, Lit 3 at level 1, probably one of the better elemental spells you can grab early on.
Oh yeah, and then I noticed there was that white magic wall was red mage learnable. Honestly, I would keep my eye out on doing 2-man strats maybe with this flag set, with a red mage.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for red mage BB if no ribbons end up showing up. So we'll see how this goes.
Now, here's my question to you, Edge. If you reroll, do you take the time to name your party members specific names?
Oh no, absolutely not. I will name them all different capital letters, but I will be spamming keys as much as possible. So it's like the first guy is just named because I'm panicking.
Yeah, I go the same route. Alright, got a Garland pull. Pretty quick.
Oh no, he got Garland was stopped.
Well, but the red mage just snapped out, and the black mage, the two you want to see.
Yeah, clutch that out. That's that might get some other folks though.
It looks like Chaos Subaru is gonna spend no time going after those boxes. Get a rod from the king and a vanilla loot from the princess. Looks like we do get a box check on Jazz Raptor.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only like doing the box check if I'm able to save outside of it, but ooh.
It is a little bit of a risk. Oh, he finds a cabin right there, so you can exit out and use that cabin. Although I would say the boxes weren't even worth it really saving with.
Might have been less the boxes and more of the level 3.
True. Plus the wipe and the walk back, you would save time.
Alright, so Chaos is going to go for Matoya's instead, which I do like. He needs some sort of cash before heading into Provoca.
And in this flag set, it's... I don't believe... Oh, it is a free canal, isn't it? So, never mind.
There you go. That should be good enough to get anything that you would want other than a loosen or a purchase incentive item.
Yep, 6,500 gold goes a long way in the beginning of the game. Got a couple ogres on a couple fights here. You take the ogres? I would personally take the ogres if I was only like level 1 still. Maybe 3 to 4.
It all depends on what the key items that I got pretty early on. If I found the canoe pretty early, then I'm kind of gunning with Lit 3 and canoe to kill stuff in the river. Otherwise, no, I'm totally taking the ogres. Alright, Mohawk guy says,
my gosh.
you're gonna fight the pirates first.
Life 2, life, and cure 4 in the white shop. Well,
Ice 3, Zap, Lock, and Temper. Well, they're all good. You only get 3, though.
that's a lot of good magic. That would be where you would struggle, I guess, if you take the 2-man strat with the red mage. Where you get life 2, cure 4, and temper, but you have no sweeper. That's a tough call.
Lit 3 might be good enough.
Because Lit 3 and Ice 3 tend to work very similarly overall on most enemies. Wow. 2 of the 3 key items we've found so far are vanilla. This is great. And the key item placement making Crab Cake's job as tracker pretty easy so far. Just gotta remember the vanilla game.
Yeah, just click in order. Chaos has had enough of Mohawk guy. That is
I'll tell you one NPC that always gets me is the pink lady at the shops in Crescent Lake.
NPC guillotine when?
Not soon enough.
Alright, we may have a shop check in Elfland, and we do. Lit 2, Bane, Conf... Harm 3, not too bad.
That ruse is white locked, unfortunately.
Harm 4 also, well, unless Red Mage promotes, that's also white lock. And we have Fire 2, and so, alright, so all the good stuff was up front, and it has just gotten steadily worse. Although Quake's not too bad, just ask Dengmo.
Yeah, personally I'd probably pick up Quake since nothing else was really popping out at that level.
Although that might be one of those levels where if I'm broke, I just don't ever go back there.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's an expensive pro ring for early game. 23k.
Yeah, those are really cheap, soft, and heal potions, though. So.
Well, it looks like we're going to be going to everybody's least favorite place. Marsh Cave. Definitely a good call with the warp and exit. Makes the trip out at a low level a lot easier.
Yeah, especially with the diversity of enemies that's in Marsh Cave. Usually you'll see something that... some sort of nasty ability. And not having to walk back out is always nice.
Yeah, and what's nasty in the early level is not so nasty at the end game. Like Cremate in level 20, maybe not so nasty, but it's probably going to one-shot your mages at this level.
Alright, so we got a little bit of a split. Chaos gonna check upstairs first, while Jazz is just going straight for the goods downstairs.
Another opinion time. What about you, Edge? Would you check upstairs first, or do you always go to the incentive first?
I would check upstairs first if I don't have warp or exit. That way it's less chests, and I can reset out if I don't find anything good.
Yeah.
Usually you're going to find something that you want in the basement, like an Excal.
Oh, yeah. That Zeus Gauntlet in the room before also pretty nice pickup for early game. I love that Jazz Raptor has his mouse right there in the middle of his menu screen.
Zeus mouse. Oh, does Chaos not have any save items? That might be bad.
Oh, that's something that you don't want to get into the situation of doing too often. Asps have stun touch. Might see a 9-pack, 8-pack of those or so in Earth Cave later.
Yeah, and here's a bunch of gargoyles that are reminding you how important armor is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have
Absorb
paralysis
calculation.
touch. Ooh.
Absorb calculation with multi-hit is very important.
It's amazing how much of a difference even wooden armor makes.
Absolutely. Not too bad of a tile here. Images, they usually don't go too high on HP.
And Chaos is not going to mess around with this gargoyle group.
But Jazz is going to throw Ice 3 at these images instead of Lit 3, but does the job because they rolled super low HP, so good pick there. And we get Oxio. Oh, you know what that means, Edge.
We have Rod, we have Oxiel. Take your pick. We have Lit 3 up front. So he's looking pretty good.
Could we be seeing a low-level Oxio dive here? Mermaids is tempting when you don't have much gear.
Yeah, so far the paralysis is just rude.
Yep.
Without being fatal.
Yeah, just saw that on Darren Drice as well. The crawlers hitting those multi-hit stun touches. Spells app in chat saying what I would do also is before I go to check on Sea Shrine and check on Earthlock, I would definitely see what key item the sages are going to cough up. So maybe a trip to Crescent Lake, then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, I like the trip to Crescent as well. Even if it doesn't pay out, you still have an item that gave you extra experience, and the enemies around Crescent Lake are pretty good for getting you back up to about like level 10, level 11.
Mm-hmm. Now, they found some gear that's worth selling if you need to. I'm curious if the Crescent Lake key item isn't important. They find a very expensive shop item. Will they sell the Zeus Gauntlet, the Excalibur? Personally, I'd definitely try selling Excalibur if I had to get the money.
Yeah, I totally would as well, especially with Nazmutant in the incentive pool.
I think I just saw glare on some undeads over there on Darren Drive's screen.
Yeah, I managed to dodge the instant death though. So. Oh, there's a Fire 3 uncorked from the ghouls.
Ooh. Ooh. Ouch.
Alright, get out of there, everybody.
So far, the only runner to see that. Shadows is just the pack of enemies that's super annoying every seed. They have a naturally high ambush rate in vanilla, so even randomizing their stats on the low end, they still have a high-ish ambush rate.
They're always full of empty calories too.
Yeah, they're really not worth killing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, oh good, I killed a 9-pack, I got 250 experience. And I'm still hungry.
Zeus Gauntlet doing work over there. Killing the C-Pack. And that's about as much as you get from Shadows.
Yeah, I think that early Zeus Gauntlet is going to pay off for anybody that is trying to do a two-man strat, too. Just having, Lit 2 in the spellcasting slot, on your melee character is going to be so much nicer.
Yep. It's always nice if you're trying to do two-man strats to have a magic option for both characters to do something. So that Zeus Gauntlet, huge.
I think that's probably the most useful of the AoE spellcasting items too. The Lit 2 cast.
Yeah, it's very high on my list of usefulness too. It feels like you never have the black shirt in the right places to use ice magic, but Lit seems to be pretty effective almost everywhere.
We got Peds.
Oh, running from the Peds.
They're kind of big. They're also ambush heavy too.
Yes, they are. So far, I would definitely say Chaos is a little bit further ahead than everybody else as far as making checks happen, but Jazz Raptor's kind of following right behind. Alright, we're at Crescent Lake. Does he peek the shop item on the way up? Definitely. Gee, sorry. Nope, no item, but cheap tents.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to have. Not buying any of them. Maybe get that on the way back.
I'm always a fan of, well, I read the encounter table, but I tend to go save item heavy, so I don't have to stop at another item shop if I run out later.
Yeah, it's always good to stock up a ton, at least until you have the airship.
Ah, there we go. More vanilla.
Alright. Follow the logic. Go to Ice Cave.
Crab cakes, you can take the night off.
Oh, we got a dragon sword sighting from Darren Grice. The thief will be borderline useful for another 5 minutes.
Pretty great if we find a floater in Ice Cave.
I think after last night's run, though, how many people are going to want to go into Ice Cave?
Oh, you gotta make sure you don't let one seed run into another seed as far as your stipulations go and all that. Oh, looks like it's a volcano stop first, though. What about Jazz Raptor? Let's see which way he decides to go. Beads are everywhere. Some box checks in the spread out boxes of Armory floor.
Those mucks hit pretty hard if you don't have any armor on.
I definitely would have shot the Zeus Gauntlet out because mucks are vulnerable to the lightning element.
I feel like Chaos is gearing up to just reset, but wants to check one more chest.
Not a bad idea. I do the same thing. If I find a bunch of junk in these 4 boxes, I just reset most of the time if I'm low level. Which, it looks like Jazz has figured out it's all junk. So he's just going to loop around and do the long checks. Avoiding those spike tiles like nobody's business.
You're gonna have to check at least one if you want everything. Oh, we got a wear sword. Heck yeah. Oh, and there's fire 3. Alright, so.
Oh, nice. Second enemy of fire 3.
Yeah, I'm perilous, so it'll be great when you see 7 of them in Waterfall. Holy cow, that was a lot of money.
Well, there's your money woes gone. Will Armory provide any gear, though, or maybe even a loose item or 2?
I would be very concerned if there were 2 loose items.
Let me double check what I just said then. Yes, there is 1 loose item.
We got an ice sword. That's an upgrade.
Nice. Good call to exit, save before going deeper. Personally, I wouldn't go deeper in this case. I don't feel like there's enough gear there to take out carry, but...
Well, that and the spells don't really bode well for a carry run. You'd be pretty much relying on hitting Confuse and then buffing, which always feels bad.
I believe they picked up Temper at level 2, so maybe they're just going to stack Tempers on that Ice Sword and take a couple rounds. Alright, we got Darendrice and Life Reboot also just picked up their canoe. If they decide to go up towards Ice Cave first, they could potentially do a better check process here if nothing pans out from Volcano.
A lot of people running from those peds.
But you know what is in Volcano? There is 1 incentive check in here. So maybe that's their reasoning to go deeper into Volcano right now, besides before going into Ice Cave.
Yeah, I feel like with the canoe, you had a lot of different options. Ordeals looked pretty good. Waterfall looked pretty good. But no, we got Volcano.
Ooh, I just have Crack.
Okay, well, yeah. 4 of those later. That'll be fun.
And Edge knows all too well how well cracks get through ribbons.
3 and 256 of the time, it works all the time. The Red Dragon.
Generally, they roll kind of low on HP, so I like that Chaos is trying to kill this Red Dragon. Carefully making sure not to use too many of those Ice 3 charges because they share with Temper. Good call there.
Oh, and that was a red D tile. So not looking too good for the solo grind. No.
I don't know. I think if that black belt gets up towards 21, you come back later. If you still want to decide to go black belt strats, you could definitely use that red D tile.
Oh, good. The Perilous have trance, too. Check out this mixtape. It's fire.
But ching. Wizards go down to lit 3. Or a heal stick. Cast heal in combat, but don't generally see use out of it. The amount it heals is kind of low. But in this low level, maybe taking on carry situation, I would definitely keep it in the back of my mind. I might use it.
Uh-oh. Well, wow, that is a good strike first for Chaos. Wizards are jerks. Alright, we have a Flame Sword. Ice Sword Jr.
Surprised we haven't seen a wizard stick yet. I tend to see it so often in Volcano. Maybe it's just because I think about the confuse effect on carry.
Alright, Red D Ambush. Not so good.
That's a big hit. You got life too, though, so you don't feel too bad when you go down, if you go down.
Yeah, it's just... always feels bad when the black belt misses experience.
Especially if that's your main source of damage.
Alright, another Red Dragon fight.
Oh. Peeking over at Darren Dries, looks like he is taking a trip up to Ice Cave. So he's the only runner of these four to do that.
Not scared at all. No intimidation. Let's go. Oh, the Agnemus in the Red Dragon swap spots!
Oh my gosh. And these two runners are literally hand in hand.
Yeah.
Adamant.
Adamant in hand.
You can do that. That's a thing.
I am really not liking where, yeah, this Agama seems to have a lot of HP, and Chaos is not doing so hot on experience. This might be just a situation where you want to exit out.
Level 8, party of 3 going to carry. No swapping, no reviving a meat shield.
And this is gonna go poorly.
Oh, you chose wrongly, sir. Yeah, this is definitely a play I would have not done, just based on magic and the gear that you found all up to this point.
Yeah, and this is gonna be dicey for Chaos if she decides to go for it.
For her sake, I hope not.
Uh-oh.
You may have had a fighting chance if you had Ruse on the White Mage. But I believe that was level 3, so maybe it would have enough charges to make use of it.
Alright, so we have sort of the inner sanctum of Ice Cave here. And
no,
Warp
Chaos.
Charge, so. Uh-oh.
Alright, we do have an extra meat shield. I wonder if they'll do the Ruse thing.
Oh, we have a King Hat.
Nice.
Yeah, this is gonna be... Well, we have Invis.
Oh, we do.
We have a Conf.
Oh, I love the conf play.
Oh, hits it!
Oh, this is exactly what she needed to do. Nice.
Oh, Carrie got cured, but that was one round. That was a free round.
They have cake also. Interesting choice of invising the red mage here, though.
Nope.
Oh, I guess they're gonna... Oh, no. Ooh, good crit. Black belt.
Alright, there's 2 stacks. Oh, the 2 stacks working out.
Ah, there it is. More conf. Not gonna hit that time.
think I might have gone with a Cure 4 on that time.
Uh-huh. Come on, Confuse.
Oh, the 3 stacks is working out.
This is good. This is very favorable. Fortunately, no more tempers to dump.
Wow.
But a lot of Cure 4, I think maybe what, 2? I didn't see 2 more Cure 4 charges?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 more,
so
2 more.
a lot of longevity here. Plus heal stick. As long as that backline doesn't get targeted here. Nice! Terminated. Low HP carry.
Wow, well done. Very
Gamble
well done.
pays off.
Also, my cat is telling me she does not appreciate the water bottle sitting in front of the microphone.
Alright. Oh, while we were watching that, I missed that Darendrice pulled out a defense sword from Ice Cave. Wow, that's a good pickup.
Yeah, so Ice Cave having the goods. Definitely, it's the best sword you can find for a black belt.
One of my top swords.
Alright, Jazz Raptor is just moving on to Ice Cave.
So I'm wondering which of these key items is going to lead to the next level of progression, the Adamant or the Crown? They're both real close to turn into each other, so if you get both, you're not going to waste a trip back and forth.
Yeah, that makes me wonder where Chaos is going to go from here.
Honorable Frost Giant. Taking a little bit of time out of Jazz Raptor here.
Oh, cheap silver bracelets, too. Alright, time to cash in here. I think I would have stocked up on those a little early, but...
Well, I remember seeing at the beginning of Chaos's dive that I think she went in at 55 gold in Volcano.
Yeah, there was not a lot there. I might have sold that Excal just for some goods. But
Agreed.
She's plenty well equipped now. And we have Life Reboot now about to pick up the Adamant. See how this fight shakes out.
Her Snakes, Lit 2, and Glance.
That's not so good. Floor 1 of Earth will be even more unpleasant than it usually is.
Yeah, both snakes not looking fun. Nightmare Tile. Yeah, you have Ice 3. Oh, they have Stun Touch. They took the Black Mage anyways. And they blocked the black shirt.
Yeah, it looks like Jazz Raptor's gonna be doing this the old-fashioned way, so...
Very interesting. I'm wondering if he's aware of the warp tricks. Because he could have at least saved that tile fight.
There's the defense sword, blocked by the vanilla Frost Dragon tile.
Yeah, if there's one major time save skip trick that you can learn right away, it's definitely the warp trick in Ice Cave. That is one beautiful time save that you can have, and you wanna try to pick that up as soon as you can.
All right, Crown leading to TNT.
Oh, we got a double turn in the Dwarf Cave.
Yeah, anybody that yeah, unless this is Floater, anybody that does the Ice Cave route like Chaos is doing right now, gonna get very rewarded.
Oh, Darren did not get the adamant yet. I'm being told in chat, so he's gonna have to go back if this doesn't lead to what he wants to see.
All right, chipping away at Astos with paralysis, but he gets through the fight. All right, let's see what this dynamite leads to.
Frostwolf tiles vanilla.
Frostwolf seemed to have rolled on the high end HP too. Here, have this slab. Ugh.
Yeah, don't want to see that. So that's something you'll do after you get your floater. Turn in now, though, so you don't have to come back later.
We've got steel armor and gold in Melman, so the defensive goods are here. Not much else, though. This town is still terrible.
Gold bracelet's kind of pricey.
Alright, adios, Excal. Gonna hang on to the katana, though.
Interesting. He does have thief, so.
Well, the wraiths seem to be hitting pretty reasonable as well, so good time to pick up those silver bracelets. So
How to access
Jazz...
level 5.
Oh, that's not a bad pickup either. Yeah, I wonder if Jazz Raptor might take another shot at Volcano now that the defense sword is out there, because Carrie just seemed to do nothing but punch.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if he would go back right away or if he'd check other things first. But no, it wasn't. That was the character named Zap. For a second, I thought I saw Zap on ogres.
This is all Spellzap's fault.
Nobody likes the spell Zap.
Aha. Alright, well, we got a bunch of spiders hanging out in Earth. And what is in this box? Cabin. And rates and images. This would be where I just reset immediately.
Yep. You got warp. There we go.
We got Hall of Giants check. We got 2 Frost Dragons. And depending on how they rolled on evasion, it might be good to figure that one out.
Yeah, they definitely tend to roll higher on evasion, and I hate that.
Oh, yeah, we have fire elementals. Okay.
Yeah, good reset. Bottom checks. Uh-oh. There's those cobras. Getting those first turn runs, though.
That's why you bring the thief, right? I keep telling myself that.
I still don't bring thieves.
Ooh, opal bracelet. That's a nice one.
Very nice, very nice. Slap that on your life, guy. Also has a gold bracelet.
I feel like thieves are very good substitutes for evasion stacks. Just put them in the front row and let them die.
Mm-hmm. They never fail to take those hits. This is an interesting route through Earth 2. Alright. Checking the south room of Earth 2, room that tends to be skipped whenever you feel like you want to skip a few things here and there. Don't go out of the way for boxes.
Oh, still nothing. Loose items still yet to be found.
When you have one loose and you have you could consider a tail a non-necessity, technically.
Yeah.
The massa technically a non-necessity. And in this flag set, the ruby could technically be a non-necessity, so 3 of those things. How desperately do you check for loose early?
I think I commit to full clearing early, and it's less because of the loose item and more of I really need resources to be able to buy things.
Yeah, I kind of tend to do the same thing, especially if I'm going through a fiend dungeon like Earth early. I don't want to come back here after full clearing the rest of the game. So it looks like we have more stun enemies. Wolves. Fur wolves. Man, these wolf packs just keep showing up here. Looks like Chaos is gonna leave and go turn in some things. Probably go turn in the crown, then go up to Dwarf Cave. Mage Stick, also a nice casting item for an early game. Meanwhile, Jazz is going back into Volcano. As Edge was saying, gotta feel more confident.
Yeah, and well, Chaos now Chaos remembers you can dock at Rivers.
Mm-hmm. Which is super convenient for Northwest Castle.
All right, round 2 versus Carry. Is Jazz just blow past everything.
That is a nice thing about wiping to carry is the second trip down, if you know what to find in boxes, goes really fast. Got the Green King himself, Astos.
Where?
Oh, never mind. Must have been seeing things.
Oh God, there he is, and he's got Blizzard.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely there now.
Here, have this chime. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh boy.
Oh dear. Well,
So they still have a couple places they can go though with the canoe and ship combo. They can go to Ordeals. They could go to Waterfall. There could even be a shop item in Onrak or the Desert Vendor. But it's starting to get a little narrowed down to, is it going to be a loose, and is it going to be in Mirage, Sea, or Earth?
Yeah, loose floater would be kind of a nightmare.
The slab could turn into the tail, yes, Asher, or the Masamune, or Ruby if floater is loose. That could be something that's not required. Or floater comes from another turn-in. Could find the crystal somewhere, or the herb. I agree, Ale. I think the early Axial does want to be recognized.
Oh, we got a white shirt, so Darren, pulling some decent stuff out of Earth, but
Oh
blue side's
no.
really what you're looking for.
Jazz, no. Oh no.
What happened?
I just noticed he was down to 2 mages and punch.
Oh no. Alright, and there's the coat rack of Earth Cave. What is an undead guy doing with a heal potion?
I don't even have a good comeback for that. I don't know. Alright, one of my favorite rooms to check when Better Trap Treasure is on is coming up. Ooh, gotta take the tie. Oh gosh, that's a tie you don't want to take.
Nope, just don't, no!
No! He didn't know he was lacking the critical information. Oh, but he knows this trick. Very good, very good. Take the back side of those boxes.
Alright, so we've got a lot of our runners are retracing each other's steps right now, which makes me very curious as to what is hanging out in Ordeals and Waterfall.
Oh no! Ambushed by Wiz Mummy Pack.
That's no good. And they seem to be hitting pretty darn hard too.
Gonna try to run, harm 3. Good plays, I would say I would do the same thing. Gets away good.
Excuse me, Bet. Sorry. I need to get this silver going.
That bat, dude.
Oh, here's my least favorite encounter in Earth. Gurrimps, werewolves, and giants. Just, why are you even associating with one another?
No kidding, that is a very weird combination of enemies. But it's also 3 different enemies, so it's one of the deadlier packs to see. Because with script shuffles, you never know what you're gonna get.
Alright, Jazz is gonna turn in that crown. And we're gonna see Phantom again. I'm pretty sure.
Darren Dryce is trying to be very careful not to hit a trap tile.
Oh.
Call this the bat trap room myself.
There we go. Alright. Oh, El Zilcho here. So, this is not looking good for our heroes on stream.
Definitely don't want to be doing Earth Cave, but they don't know that.
Oh, we found... there's the White Dragons in Earth Cave.
Can't use that black shirt. I've been noticing a lot of odd choices of magic being used on a couple of these runners' screens. The Ice 3 on the Vampire, Ice 2 on the Frost Dragons.
It's a lot of things to remember, what enemies are strong and weak against, but it's just an experience thing.
Mm-hmm. Which these are Ducklings, newer players to the community, so that's kind of what this is all about, is kind of their road to becoming better and stronger runners in the community. So in a year from now, when you see Jazz Raptor on the top of SRL, you can say you were here. CC calling for floater vendor on rack. I'm calling crystal vendor desert vendor.
What I'm really hoping is it's loose floater, but not required.
That would be pretty nice. Nice little catch for these newer players too. That's something as a newer player you never really consider until you experience it. So even if they get all their go mode items, you might see a couple of them that would still try to find that floater if they didn't even have to.
Hey, in chat, we've got Gregly Puff himself, the big man.
The Jiggly Man. Big beard. Unfortunately, second place beard.
But first in our hearts. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're just we're taking a prolonged visit to Earth Cave, and it's going about as well as you'd expect.
Yep, low level Earth Cave, slowing you down, getting nothing out of it. Feels kind of bad. You did get an ice shirt or a white shirt if you cleared, so there's that.
So when I die in Temple of Fiends, I'll have something to wave when I forfeit. Asher, Warp is 1 along with Exit. There is nothing stopping these runners from doing Waterfall and Ordeals first, other than their insatiable desire to gamble.
As you say it, we have Jazz Raptor in Ordeals. I like doing Ordeals with a loose, and you're kind of narrowing it down to these last incentives because of the boxes here. You might get that lucky loose with an incentive check.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Waterfall as well. Those 6 that you can pick up there are pretty much free.
Yeah, I like that he did this instead of, well, he was the one that went through Earth Cave first, but I guess he didn't really have too many other choices, did he? Could have went to Mirage, but this is a good play first, in my opinion, before going to the on-rack continent.
Alright, Darren first to knock out Earth Cave. Take that, Lich.
Sorcerers, nice little pick-me-up EXP if you're still low level.
Yeah, always nice to see those guys without Death Touch.
Strongly hated those things in vanilla. Find out in Randomizer they're actually pretty friendly.
We have Jazz Raptor checking the vanilla mud gold tile, and it's just a giant.
Can't run from this giant either.
Nah, can't get away, he's giant.
How'd he get in the room?
They built the room around him.
Oh, gets a nice little warp tile on the pillars, gets through pretty easily.
That was pretty smooth, all things considered. And we have a couple of wizards hanging out on the old. Ooh, 2 hits. They brought their
2 hits for not a little bit of damage on the fighter.
Yeah, they brought the heavy staffs this time.
Must have those power staves.
Just sell them.
Oh, I hate this pack. 7 Argoyles. Worst, one of the worst things you can see in here. But they have lit ones, so that's not bad. Ooh, they do hit though.
And cremate. And
oh, never mind.
All right, and yeah, they laugh at ice too. I hate this group so much.
This is such a strong enemy in a mid-early game. They don't take anything for damage on magic spells unless it's Fade or Nuke, and even then, they'll resist quite strongly.
Yeah, even in vanilla, they're brutal too because they all just spam fire too.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's gonna get through here though. That Life 2 is paying off big this seed. I think the seed could have been a lot worse if that Life 2 didn't land in level 2.
Yeah, pretty friendly and accessible to everybody. All right, well, we got Medusas now. Hey, black
Now
shirt
this
time.
is a pack I like to see. Even if I'm in the higher levels, I'll take 5 Medusas here. They usually just die to like no damage. And they pay off some decent EXP and money.
All right, well, the outstanding loose items we are about to find out as Chaos, what they are as Chaos picks up the white shirt. Got a waterfall check, and we've got the end of ordeals and all of the encounters.
Interesting choice to use the black shirt over the Harm 3 spell.
Alright. And round 2 for the vampire. Harm 4. Yeah, ow. Oh, Darren getting a nice run through. And we found the eye tile. There it is.
Good find. Bet it's a little deeper than you want to go for a grind. Oh, loose bottle and ordeals. Prophecy has been fulfilled.
Ooh, that is a nice pickup. Well, anybody that won ordeals early, you know, the southern route, it's going to pay off big time.
Mm-hmm. Which I definitely, my personal opinion is do all incentives before you chase a loose in a fiend dungeon. So definitely would not have done Earth. Got the Aegis Shield and Waterfall. That's a good pickup if you're getting that tail from the robot and you have a fighter.
Yeah, I don't mind the dip into the top floor. Oh, it looks like Darren's gonna do the grind right here. But yeah, I don't mind the dip into the top floor of Volcano just to get some money and items. Hey, we got a ruby. Oh boy.
Oh, that might make a trip back for something. We know there's going to be no more loose items. Ooh. Yes, also finds the Phantom Tile. Gonna take it. Gonna take the fight.
No fear.
This is not the grind tile you want.
This is not the eye.
We have
Wrong eye.
2 different eyes on screen. One is the correct grind.
Ooh. Ow. Alright, enjoy your 1 EXP.
How about 45?
Oh, look at that boost. Really bad.
Might kill everybody off, get a nice little grind going, yeah.
Oh,
Runs
no.
from the decent EXP fight, though.
This is the only problem with the eye tiles that you really have to come into this fight with everyone else dead. They are not gonna kill anybody unless they have a skill.
True. And unfortunately, you can't rely on an outside encounter to do that because you get 7 Paralysts with fire, with what was it, Fire 3? Which is still very scary to see if you're trying to walk out of a 42 black belt and you've run into that pack. So this is pretty gutsy, but we'll see. Definitely. Oh, looks like Jazz going for that ruby turn-in. Gonna check Titan's Trove for something. Gear, I guess, a ribbon.
It's a pretty quick trip. Unfortunately, there's a lot of annoying garbage packs in this dungeon.
Jazz Raptor probably not knowing this, but if he had walked up the exit or get out of the Titan's cave from the west side, could have went back in, checked these boxes, and cast an exit to get back out to the west side again, save a little bit of walking.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons if I'm going by foot, I usually will check Sarda and then check those 4 on the way back.
There's those beautiful shadows. Hey, Crystal. Let's take the boat to more places.
Oh, baby. It gets better.
Chaos hits the Phantom Tile again. Opts to run this time. Could be a ruby locked floater still. The hope is still there. Might get the herb out of this. Little crystal turn in. We'll see. Could be a key. Could be a cube, which would be pretty funny. Because if it is cube, then we would only need the key, right? Then we'd be go mode.
Yeah, and then loose floater in sky, right?
Well, unfortunately, we got the bottle, which was loose.
Ah, fair enough.
And we already got the tail from Robot, so I think by logic, and the ruby is already given to us, by logic, the floater has to be a turn-in item, I think. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a purchase item. Have we seen that one yet?
We have not.
I don't know if anyone checked the desert.
I don't think anybody's even stepped... Oh yeah, they had the waterfall check, but I don't think anybody's stepped into either OnRack or Desert Vendor.
Yeah, I think, well, whenever Darren's done with this, that might be the next step.
He is down to 3 characters now.
Slowly getting there.
Oh, Darren did check the OnRack. Our item shop wasn't there.
Alright, so now we have a Lich fight, and oh, we got Quake strats! Ineffective. Harm 4, very effective.
Relying on the damage. So what do you think Darren's going to take his black belt to? I personally feel 32 is enough for these kind of scalings.
Yeah, 32 is probably a good place to go.
$42 is very tempting, but he's got to feel like this is eating up a lot of time with his characters being alive. But it finally gets down to 2.
This is gonna feel real bad when the Perilous group shows up.
Put that curse on him.
I was just saying.
And Life Reboot gets through his ordeals with both the Loose and the Ruby. Does the exit trick, miss that tile. Nice.
Alright. Let's see what is
sorry.
here. Now we have Chaos in ordeals.
And Life Reboot is going, I'm assuming, going to go to OnRack by the route his boat took.
Yeah, and it looks like Jazz is just go moding Earth, gonna knock this one out while he's in the neighborhood.
Don't hate the play. Dangwu, you are correct. This trip out of waterfall could be dangerous. We'll see what encounters happen. Because
Yeah.
even the whiz mummies and mummies were hitting kind of hard, so he gets a big pack of them. Could be not good.
Yeah, very not good. But yeah, and undead tends not to run away either.
I like what
Yeah.
Crabcakes is mentioning. You might go 42 here just to not have that risk of dying.
No, that would be nice. The Paralysis would run away then.
Yeah, personally, with all that in consideration, I probably would go to 42 if I decided to take this grind right now myself. And Chaos has her loose item. And a ruby.
Pretty good total so far.
Jazz joins Team Orbs and gets his first one. Asher with the orbs shout. Chaos taking the Saria fight, maybe? No. It's a good fight to take when you find it.
Yeah, it's just so rare, but Agama Jr. still a pretty good fight.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get to see this crystal turn in now. What do you got for us, Matoya? This broom gets in my way more times than I like. It is the herb.
Oh, alright. Still going.
Are we just mixing up our key turn-ins here?
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
And then take a pit stop to Provoca? Question mark. What was here?
Prorings?
Ah. No, that was Elfland, I guess. No. Nice selling. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought the pro rings were in Elfland. I was also confused.
Well, yeah, we were both confused. Alright.
Look, it's those Perilous. They ran away though. And there's the mummies. Not hitting too hard though. Can't run. Punch time.
And an Aegis shield. Oh, good.
Tail and Aegis, right there next to each other.
Yeah,
Good duo.
Enjoy all of the things that you don't actually need. I don't know, if I was Chaos, I might just reset out.
And you got exit. Might as well use it.
It is true.
Uh-oh. Life Reboot gets the Fire 3 pack.
Oh.
Alright, Jazz is gonna give us that sweet herb turn-in. The moment we've all been waiting for.
Darren's got to punch his way out of this fight.
Floater! There it is.
Yeah!
ZZ.
One. So we had 2 people finished at 109 last time. This time around, we've got Floater at 109. Heck yeah.
Alright, so when he gets in the air, he's got that slab that he turned in and the bottle. Definitely would do those, like, right away.
Some unexpected results.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Chaos Subaru looks like is looking on purpose for encounters. Kind of walk back and forth up by the boxes here. Maybe also setting up the black belt grind.
Yeah, Jazz Raptor was not ready for the Lit 2 Cobras, but fortunately a lot higher level than the other person that ran into them.
Right, what is Jazz doing first? Gonna class change, maybe.
Let's just grab a bunch of chests.
Okay, I'll hate this because he doesn't have a ribbon yet.
Oh boy, and Chaos takes a wipe to the Happy Fire 3 group. There's a Sun Sword.
Sun Sword can swing.
Oh no.
Gregory asking what Chaos Subalu's pronunciation is. There you go, Chaos Subalu. Ooh, if you didn't like 7 Perilous, I got a deal for you.
The 8th one is free. I don't think I would trust nachos that I find in a river in the Life Reboot agrees.
No, you don't trust the nacho that has an eyeball growing out of it.
It's been left out so long it's gained sentience. This is why you clean the plate.
Well, Ghost was Zap, I'm being told by CC. I missed it, but definitely trust CC on that one.
That's another yikes. Oh, we got a Sea Shrine. Let's see what we got going on here.
Sea Shrine, huh? I know your levels are... Oh, he's got his black belt up. He's fine. Oh, there's the key for sale. That puts us 1 item away from go mode. Cube.
Yeah, bottle or slab, take your pick.
One will be Massa, one will be Cube. Can't hate both. Agreed with Asher, that was a good check. Some runners might forget about that shop.
Still better than Stadium nachos. Well, one is free and the other one costs half your house mortgage. So.
Don't lie.
Oh, level 7 nuke.
Probably not gonna make use out of that. Unless you grind your black mage up.
Oh, lit 3 into the mud goals always feels bad.
Same time, not a big option. Not other big options to use there though.
Mud goals
Oh,
demonstrating what you should use against them.
There's Cube from the ferry. So that loose bottle required, not that you would probably miss it. And he opts. Okay, he is going to pick up his Mazmin. Good choice. It's right there.
Yeah, especially not having found the tail. So, no promotion yet. Mazmune is definitely worth going after.
That's right, Darren is one runner that has not stepped in the waterfall yet. By logic, he's gotta have it pretty figured out by now, though. He also doesn't have the chime, though. Unless the tracker could be mistaken, but... Oh wait, chime was from... Is that what was in Volcano? I forgot what was in Volcano. That would explain that. He knows where it is, he just doesn't have it in hand now.
Yeah, so just pick up the Masmian and go get some revenge. Oh, he's got a slime tile. Alright. Unfortunately, no fire, no nuke, no fade, so...
Correct. I think he does have a mage stick, but not gonna kill those. Don't need to. Black belt's already done. Soon find out if Kraken's gonna be a slappy boy.
I mean, most people have the defense sword, so should be alright. Here, take this.
I feel like it's pretty appropriate for the LaFinch people to give you the Masmoon like that.
Oh, important news off screen. Groggy has found a TRX.
We found some blue wings.
Alright, here we go. One punchy boy versus one slappy boy. Who will win? Oh, wow, okay. Going right for the throat.
He knows the threat.
Might be a little too late, though.
White shirt again. Big punch. Quad. Ooh, ooh. Ah, yes, I love the Quad X try here. Should work. Can't roll too much higher than 800, on average at least.
Yeah, I think I like throwing the Cure 4 out here, but didn't matter. Terminated. Second orb lit for Darren.
Evens up the orb count with Chaos Subalu. And going back into Sea Shrine. He probably wants to find a ribbon. If I was gonna guess, he's gonna go mermaids for that.
Did Will Cleosis ever find the cube? I think it got lost in the mail.
Caleb's right. That since Darren hasn't done ordeals yet, Darren hasn't found the bottle.
Yeah, that'll teach you to follow the logic.
Gregory finally notices that someone has been grinding the eye tile for the past 15 minutes.
The resident black belt enthusiast, but it's a two-man grind to avoid the walk back out, so I'm kind of okay with this.
Yeah, takes twice as long, but safer.
I would prefer to have someone that knows warp or exit petrified before trying this, but can't have everything.
And looks like Life Reboot is going to find his floater.
Alright, take to the skies. Elf Prince has been sleeping on that floater for like 3 months now. It's the most comfortable air mattress ever.
It's gotta be warm at least.
Alright, what do the mermaids have? So far, nothing but sadness.
So,
we still haven't seen a ribbon, right?
yeah, I got a strong feeling that there's gotta be a ribbon in here. How few chests haven't been checked yet. Unless they all
Imagine-
landed sky.
Yeah, all 3 of them are in Earth. Or one of them landing in Temple of Fiends. That would also feel pretty bad.
There's a cloth, same defensive value as a ribbon. Nope.
Wow, El Zilcho. Feels bad.
Andrea's not sure if he forgot to open up a box or something. Did forget a couple.
And we've got, let's see here. Oh no, an ambush from the Paralisks on Jazz Raptor's side.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
No, it's not. Go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
You definitely got burned by that one. But doing what the right move is going headfirst back in. Unfortunately, it will lead the tail. But that's something he's probably going to want since he looks like he's going to rely on his fighter.
And, well, we've got the first forfeit casualty. Ragnarok has bowed out of the race.
Hate to see it, but you got to understand sometimes people just can't make a race commitment and they have to go. Things come up.
Yep. Sometimes the tilt is pretty real, too, and it's better to just get up and do something else, anything else.
That is true. Crabcake saying, did Life's reboot stream go backwards a minute? Just reset.
Alright, well, Chaos has cashed in all of those levels, and with the tail, now just, I don't know, you're in town, might as well grab some calamari.
Hard to say, I don't think we really have one runner that's ahead of another runner. Darendress is going to find what he needs here in Ordeals, then be able to go after his last 2 fiends. Whereas Chaos has got everything taken care of minus the turn-ins to get the floater. But also going to have 3 orbs.
there is the unrunnable giant. You're trapped in here with me.
Well, at this point, it's more like he's trapped in there with you.
Yeah. Guess what? We brought a Gregory Puff. Question in chat. Anyone finish? No? No, we're still going.
Still going. Kind of a long-winded way to get to the floater. And we have our first bonk. Airship bonk, if anyone was confused with power bonk.
try to fly the airship directly into the cave.
Almost had to. Readjusted. Yeah, ribbons are uncommonly scarce right now. Usually at this point you'd have one, at least. Looks like Mirage and Sky is going to be paying off if you decide to look for some boxes. As of now, that's the only dungeon we haven't seen every box opened in. But they also can land in Temple of Fiends. We do have all key locks, because the key came from the vendor pretty late. No one went back towards key locked areas with the key yet. If you're gonna take the time to open up boxes looking for ribbons in Sky, I would definitely take the time to stop in Canary and look first. And follow suit with everywhere else that requires a key to get into.
Yeah, Dwarf Cave, not looking too bad either. First floor Mirage, I don't think is too bad either.
True.
But anything else feels pretty bad.
Even though the greater and less than room is packed full of boxes all next to each other, still gotta walk quite a while to get there, and then take another walk to get out.
Why don't you just put the door next to the stairs?
Why would the pillars be configured in such a formation like that anyways? Asriel Ravenheart pointing out that the silver helmet's still equipped and dropped the opal helmet post-promotion. But in my opinion, not a huge, obviously not optimal, but the defense and the absorb's not going to matter all that much at this point.
Have faith. The ribbon is coming. The opal helmet has been sacrificed in its favor.
And I was watching Jazz Raptor kind of just sitting there on the river there for a second.
I remember watching a friend of mine stream FFR, and they had all silver gear on and forgot to change their equipment out. And someone repeatedly asked in chat why they didn't equip better things. And someone else in chat just said, "Oh, it's the silver challenge."
Yeah, you don't often see all of the same equipment category on the fighter, but I think I've seen myself put all iron on once or twice, and like all opal on once.
The iron challenge isn't too bad. Elastoid asking who it was. It was Angry Larry and Miot.
I see Paragon in chat asking what version of the game this is. It's, yeah, the NES version, used with the randomizer on the randomizer website.
And Gregley dropping the Discord link in chat. All the resources you need to get started is there. The broken non-auto target one. Yes, exactly.
But we fixed a lot of broken things in the randomizer, but auto target's still not a thing. I like the sky check here, going right into the dense box rooms instead of taking the time to go through spider floor.
Yeah, if you're gonna dig out stuff, and especially if you're only looking for one ribbon or so, that's the best way to go. How about a dragon armor? Though?
Definitely will take that when you don't have a ribbon. Too bad it doesn't have the Aegis shield yet. Wait, why doesn't he have the Aegis shield? He has a tail.
Oh, we have double fighter. Do they have nuke today? Nope, just snorting. No nuke, just a gold.
Fighters are great tiles when you find them in the grand tile areas.
Oh, absolutely. They are. They're one of the A+ tiles to find in your Chaos Rush runs, for sure.
Whiz Vamps swinging at the fighter, doing Whiz Vamp damage. 64 with a heavily absorbing Knight. Kind of nothing to scoff at.
That's a little rude, for sure.
Unrunnable magic resistant fight. Got maybe some Bless RNGs in chat. Haven't seen one yet. We're on Bridge of Destiny, guys. Where are they at? Where are they at? There we go. Got one. Now we'll get a Warmac, right?
Is it? I forget. Is he patrolling this time around?
He is patrolling? So, yeah, never mind. He's patrolling. Hype dead. Oh, Red Hydras from Asher praying for Red Hydras with crack.
Oh no, that would be just as bad. Just get destroyed by fire hydrants. No,
Oh, speaking of getting destroyed, Black Belt, goodbye to Kraken.
Yeah, that's not so good.
I think it was a meat shield. I think Jazz is the one that's not relying on that Black Belt. Could be wrong. Goodbye, Black Mage. Kind of going down the line at this point. And Massigus turn order. 5 hits, 777. Dead.
Alright. And then we have Tiamat, who is about to get sliced and diced here. Oh. Even with a temper. That's pretty stout.
Very tanky Tiamat.
Oh, no more of that buffing. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. This is not going so well so far.
Yikes, yeah, 1 hit 39. Kind of a big evasion.
Where's my kingdom for Brack?
Sleep misses everybody.
Alright, Life Reboot digging in for the long fight here. And yeah, Chaos just taking care of some loose ends, one more orb, and ready to go into Temple of Fiends. Still no finishers yet.
Chaos does not have Cube. Oh, getting Cube now, though. Yeah, one more Fiend. Then it's GG. Because I don't think that Black Belt's gonna die. Oh yeah, and hasn't found the vendor key yet. Clearly knows it's not going to be loose. That, you know, they know that one's out there. I would hope by flags, but so I'm thinking she knows to go to the desert vendor after doing Tiamat here. Looks like Life Reboot's gonna go ahead and go after his own squid here now. Map check!
Oh yeah, GPS strats. A magic spell?
Nonsense. Today I learned you go north farther to talk to Bahamut than to find the second row of tiles for the Sky Teleport Maze.
Alright, so we have slimes. And more slimes. And Mudgull Sorcerer. Alright, don't get zapped.
Got a nice stake sighting on Darren Dryce's screen.
Oh, Mudgull swing, so crisis averted. And Jazzraptor's gonna get some revenge. Here we go.
First things first. Swaparoo tiles.
Let's crack those knuckles, we're going in.
Oh, you seeing what I see, Edge?
Ghosts?
I'm seeing in SRL chat, we have our first runner to finish.
That we do.
You could probably guess the name if you have the hype behind Burt Reynolds. He has finished in first with an hour 36 even.
Alright, so Bert taken first.
Burt getting revenge for that 7th place finish last night. That'll even out his standings. Because this is a tournament. Hayless, I would agree. This has been an interesting little watch because, yeah, not a lot of people took the same route after you kind of got shuffled out of the Intercontinent. And then you got some people that took black belts and grinded, some people that are sticking to the fighter or thief.
Alright, time to get that Mazmute. Wait, you got a black belt, what?
Well, sometimes you gotta get a completionist record here.
100% no ribbons. Got it.
Which we didn't find any in Sky, did we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there was just a handful checked in Sky. Definitely not most of them. Yeah, I'd be checking for some keylocked ribbons at this point if I was Darren, or if I was getting out of Sky. Chaos Subaru has 4 orbs. They do have level 1 wall though. And me personally, if I have level 1 wall and I have a black belt and I'm relying on black belt strats, I just go. Heck, even with this scaling, I would go without wall and a high level black belt.
I mean that might be where 42 pays off, but yeah, we don't really know what's in Temple of Fiends yet. Could be some nasty stuff lurking.
We also haven't really seen Fast yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
So, unfortunately. Tempers are great, but they definitely aren't as effective as fast when you're trying to get some damage flowing.
So yeah, with the Mario Kart style scoring, Bert is first into the clubhouse with 21 points.
And now Darren has his go mode list. Doesn't check the key locked, so he must not care too much about ribbons. Yes, GG Burt Reynolds on your first place finish. Darren gives us another bonk of the airship. Thank you for that.
And there's our first place finisher in chat, GG to Bert.
Ribbonless seed so far.
Alright, now are we gonna have a well, we might have some rechecks here.
Uh-oh. It's starting to look like Chaos forgot about the desert vendor.
That's no good. And time for life reboot to KO carry.
Bert giving us a tease that we might be seeing a not so fun Topher here in a little while. Uh-oh, Chaos thinking, standing there. What did I miss? I know I found the loose item. Done all the incentive boxes. What have I missed?
You at this point you have to fly in circles. That's the rule.
It is. I mean, sometimes it works. You run over something through your ship, you're like, oh yeah, this. I'm getting blocked by the Un clone on the trees and fence side.
The NPCs have been kind of rude.
Cass definitely knows that the item for sale is what she's looking for. Fortunately, not thinking about where that last item has to be.
GPS strats.
Wouldn't it be nice if you just had a marker that glowed a different color for the vendor item?
It's here.
Wow, two map checks in one race. How do you feel about that?
I feel worse about the R-Hydras.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a can't run, so Crack's coming out next.
Oh god. Oh, and taking the fight. Maybe they rolled low, the black shirt might do the job here. 3 hits, no cracks. No cracks in turn 2, holy moly. Oh, we did have some validation.
Oh, and it was
checks.
one of the ones that didn't cast heat, so it squeaks by that.
Life Reboot has entered Temple of Fiends, by the way. We missed kind of saying that entrance time. About the 142, about the 141 mark, I'd say. And Jazz gonna pick up his dragon armor and his iron fist. Got a nice, conveniently petrified ninja on Darren Dries' screen. It'll be nice to put in the front line. We have a third map check.
Now we've seen everything.
And we are carefully studying this map right here.
Oh. God, this is so rough to watch.
It is. Because Chaos was definitely in good standing with on-screen runners to maybe be first in Topher until this happened. Uh-oh. Life Reboot has to re-enter Topher. I don't think he made it to Lich. So I'm not sure what nastiness he came upon.
Could have been just an unrunnable pack. Decided to say, nah. I mean, the Frost Giants, Frost Wolves said that.
That might do it, yeah. Oh, yep.
Alright, so...
Oh, that might have been it. The Zap goals.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely one of those thread the needle kind of seeds.
Bad thing about this seed with Zap goals is A, of course, no ribbon yet. B,
Yeah, we got a key.
Oasis! Got it. Now we have a foot race in Topher.
Oh, we found a pro ring. That's what you were looking for, right? Here you go.
And Darren Dries enters Topher. We're about to have 3 on-screen runners entering Topher. None of them have made it to the first Fiend yet, so pretty even looking.
Yeah, and we still only have 1 finisher so far, so wide open field.
I'm still very surprised that none of them have checked for a ribbon in keylock boxes.
I wonder if everyone just feels behind and has to go for it.
There was a lot of awkward checking with the canoe and the ship early, so maybe a couple people full cleared Earth for nothing. Oh, and we have a second place finish. Off screen, Groggy Dog finishes in second place with an hour 46 minutes, 33 seconds. GG, Groggy Dog. Oh, here's some keylock check in Canaria. Jazz Raptor taking that preparation time seriously.
Yeah, GG Groggy, and yeah, that's that second place finish. It's good for 27 total points.
Groggy making moves. I'm curious if anyone's going to check the 2 boxes on Carrie's floor for a ribbon at this point.
I feel like the one that's close to the staircase, that might not be a bad check. Maybe the 2 closest one, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of 2 boxes that not a lot of people think about, and if you're a newer runner, you might not even know exist, because it's so rare that you want to take the time to check them. We're on a carry too, though. Doesn't hit too hard, 100 damage on the fighter. Tempering up a little bit more, second temper, doesn't need it. 411 damage does carry in. And now we have Jazz Raptor in Topher. So we have a runner on Kraken's floor, we have a runner on Lich's floor, and another runner about to enter Lich's floor. Life Reboot's getting some nice runs through Kraken's floor also. Not very many encounters there. GG Groggy Dog, thanks for joining us in chat. Well, I got another Lich 2 encounter here.
Oh no, Darren runs into the Zap goals.
When they get the black belt!
Oh, they're unrunnable too. Oh god.
You hate to see it. reset. Alright, and Kraken 2 pull coming up. Walling to White Mage, good choice. Tempering on the fighter. Hits decently hard, 282 on the fighter. Knight, I should say. Good call to Cure 4. No crits on that hit, so Knight stays alive. Cure 4 comes out, brings him back up to max. Another temper.
Gonna toss that wall out as well, just to be safe. But yeah, that's a beefy hit. On to the next.
Yep. Slashing the slices. Kraken 2 goes down. Get some pesky airs and then counter on TS4. Thankfully, the rock golems don't have zap.
Lots of heal potions still left, so doing pretty okay.
While we are on TS4 and the rest of Topher, we have a third place finish. Danny, 3883, finishing in third with an hour, 50 minutes, and 41 seconds. Strong finish. GG to Danny.
Yeah, way to go, Danny.
Alright, seeing similar strats here. Wall on the White Mage, Temper on the Fighter, Knight, whatever. About the same damage as Kraken was doing, 157 to the Knight. And a little less than that in round 2. Time to throw some damage out with the Zeus Gauntlet, the black shirt. And Tia 2 goes down like nothing, so no problem. So going forward, get some rock golems in the next step. And more pesky airs. We got Kraken 2 doing a little bit of hurt on Chaos Blue's screen, but the black belt gets Kraken 2 down, no problem. Now this is interesting because with that black belt, it's gonna be faster killing than Life Reboot. But I don't know if there's enough space there for Life Reboot's race to go into the hands of Chaos Blue's black belt.
Yeah, unless Chaos pulls something real nasty in this first round, this is looking pretty solid. Although only one temper, so if Chaos has a lot of absorb, this could be a lot of absorb and a lot of HP.
220 on the first hit. Rub comes out from Chaos, so that's whatever.
All right, 4 for 81. Yeah, this might be an opportunity.
We're getting a fast pull here, maybe. Oh, still could overtake Life here. That's right, because I think we're only on round 3 from Life Reboot. Double tempers on a black belt. This might be a sneak right here, boys and girls. We might get a sneak win out of Chaos Subaru over Life Reboot.
Let's take a look here. 7 hits for 398.
Oh.
Chaos throwing the poison out.
Poison damage? This one is going to be close.
Yeah, double temper. So it all comes down to really how much, if Chaos is rolled low HP,
322.
Life Reboot might be able to take this.
Life Reboot's done about 1,000 damage to Chaos. 162. Oh, GG! Chaos Subaru does sneak the win in. The black belt snipes the win over Life Reboot. GG to Chaos Subaru with that would be a 4th place finish. Oh my gosh, 153.01 with Life Reboot finishing at an official SRL time in 5th place, 153.05, a difference of 4 seconds.
Oh, doesn't get any closer than that. Holy cow.
Man, that black belt did just enough clutch chugging through Topher to get there.
So GG to Chaos, GG to Life. Well, we'll try to get both of them in here for an interview. And in the meantime, we've got double water floor action here.
All right.
All right, Kraken going down pretty quick for Darren, and right now, yeah, that was fast enough where Darren doesn't have to do much potion menuing, so they are right neck and neck again.
Yep, another maybe close finish. 30 Knight versus I think 32 black belt ish. Doesn't look like 42 HP to me.
No, that definitely seems like 32 territory. Maybe a little higher than that. But yeah, it looks like Jazz is swinging the X-Cal though, so
Spreading the damage a little bit with the mass X-Cal. The White Ninja. Oh, both take Tiamat out about the same time.
Yeah, this is going to be another close one.
Darren Dry's a little bit ahead. All right, got both chaoses pulled within seconds of each other. Buffing that black belt with the temper, white shirt from the white mage. Defense, very safe strats. Poison damage coming out. On the bottom screen, Jazz Raptor not seeing that poison damage, but getting those tempers out on the knight. Black belt punch, 409. Then a 109 from the Mazza. And Jazz's black belt definitely not hitting that hard. 2 hits, 17. 2 hits, 24. Definitely have a damage advantage going to Darren Dryce.
Yeah, this punch might be enough to do it there. And there we go.
Yep. GG Darren Dryce. Finishes in 6th place with the official SRL time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, 58 seconds. And there's GG the Jazz Raptor, who also finishes with the SRL time in 7th place of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 16 seconds. And I'm going to pull in right now, we have Chaos Subalu, Life Reboot, Darren Dries, all in here for a post-game interview. GG to all of you.
Hey,
GG.
this was a seed.
Yes, it was definitely a seed. It was fun to watch because a lot of you took very different routes after you got out of the inner seat. Something I want to point out first is Chaos Subalu. Did you ever feel lost in this race?
So here's the thing. I forgot about Oasis.
That's kind of how we felt once we saw you kind of swimming or going in circles with the airship.
I was not lost. I knew exactly where I was at all times. I just didn't remember that Oasis was a possibility.
So the destination wasn't clear.
Yes. I knew where I was. The problem is I didn't know where I was going. Which
Fair
is
enough.
a shame because I think that cost me 3rd place.
I would agree because it was not very much time between 3rd and 4th. But it would have been close, if anything.
For sure.
So it was kind of hard to keep track of everyone, but a couple, I think, Life Reboot, did you do Earth Cave early?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that didn't feel too good whenever you got out of there with not too much more than a white shirt, huh?
I did not even get a white shirt. I got a mage staff, but
Oh,
but that's correct. I I figured I had the rod, and I was on that side, and maybe the loose would be there, but it was not. So it was a giant time waste clearing that.
So it was kind of one of those ideas you're just in the area and you decide to do it as opposed to going to all the other incentives first.
Yeah, with the loose not found, I just decided I would commit to it. They always say never Earth. It was not Earth. I don't know why I did it.
Definitely, I would agree, never Earth. But unfortunately, you're right, it didn't pay off this time. Sometimes it does, you get lucky, and that can be a big advantage because, like you said, no, never Earth means if you do Earth and get something out of it you're going to need, you're going to be pretty far ahead of most of the pack. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that today. And let's see. So, Chaos Subaru, we talked about you getting lost. We talked about the early Earth cave. Jazz Raptor in here yet? No, we do not. So, Darren Dreiss, I think you were one of the runners that didn't do Earth Cave right away. You actually went down to Ordeals first, is that correct? I cannot hear audio coming out of your mic, Darren Dreiss. I can see you're trying to comment.
There we go, that should work. I did Earth first, and then went and full cleared Sea Shrine and Waterfall, and then did Ordeals after that.
Okay. So the Ordeals play definitely was a good pick because obviously you got your loose item along the path of the treasure boxes, plus it gave you the progression you needed to get to the floater. And then after that, it was kind of just like, okay, go to other incentives and piece things together. Jazz Raptor, still waiting to see if he gets in here. Doesn't look like he is yet. But nobody seemed to have any issues navigating through the Dungeon of the Seed until we got to Paralisks. A couple of you got shot down in Waterfall by giant packs of Paralisks with Fire 3. That didn't feel good. But so it kind of brought up the question in chat why some of you were doing a black belt grind on that eye tile. Were you scared of walking out with a black belt? Because one of you grinded up the exit caster with it, which was a good play, yeah. I think.
I did that. And I might have gone for only the black belt had I not wiped 3 times to Perilous, trying to set it up.
Right, yeah. And then the other person, I think it might have been Jazz Raptor. I'm not sure who it was who was doing the black belt grand solo, but we're kind of all on the edge of our seat there for the walkout. But whoever it was that was doing that solo, they did get out right afterwards without an issue.
Yeah, I had done that. I hadn't seen the Paralisks be that tough. I knew I died on a lot of other stuff in Volcano beforehand, but I guess I didn't even think about it. And I think the only one that I ran into, all of them ran away before I could run. Yeah,
which was a nice little thing about the black belt grind, and shows how it can pay off is you get those enemies to run from you when you're at high level can really save you some time, and in this case might have saved you a wipe.
Yeah, probably.
And you know that black belt grind it was very fast because you kind of figured out as you were doing it. It takes a while for an eye to kill off a party.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that was all right because then I didn't have to level anybody else up at all the rest of the time.
So how do you guys feel about the places you finished in going forward in the next couple rounds of the Duckling Derby? Because there are 2 more rounds, and are you guys feeling pretty confident? Do you like the flags, and how do you like the approach of the increased difficulty in round 3?
I think the flags are good, but it's like I don't know how I'll actually feel about them until I'm playing them, because I have done most of my practice has been done on the day 1 and 2 flags, so it's going to be interesting when I get to the day 3 and 4 ones.
I think the next one's be interesting. A couple more forced, and having to think outside of the box a little bit more. And I think there's a town shuffle on day 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think day 4 is when the shuffle starts happening.
I thought 3 and 4 both had shuffles.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I want to say 1 is town shuffle and 1 is dungeon shuffle, but I don't know which is.
I have it pulled up right now. It looks like day 3 is town shuffle, and then day 4 is probably when the dungeon shuffle makes its entrance.
Let me just jump in here and say GG to Jazz Raptor. Some Discord issues, but they're in chat right now.
Good. GG to you, Jazz Raptor. Thanks for joining us in chat. But yeah, I mean, Edge, do you have any other questions or comments that you want to ask these runners for the race tonight?
Let's go around to everybody, starting with the Chaos. How'd you feel about another seed where ribbons were scarce?
Well, it's nice when I have ribbons, but I don't really care if I don't have any. Like, I'll just continue on without them. I will usually not go out of my way to find them. Especially with the black belt, actually, because it's not like you want to put a ribbon in a black belt, right?
I personally would agree with you, especially when the boss flags or boss stats don't roll crazy high, and you're going to be one punching most of the fiends or two punching.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else on their thoughts on the lack of ribbons?
Yeah, how about you, Darren?
I mean, I've kind of gotten to where I'm used to running Topher by the seat of my pants, and that's part of why I like having a thief, is at least then you've got someone on top that can take some damage and hopefully get killed by that death spell. But it's nice, especially if you have Mask Mune incentivized, because then you have two hard hitters.
And how about you, Reboot?
I was desperately looking for a ribbon. I did not bring my black belt. I killed him off and was doing fighter strats. I did have the wall spell. I think we all probably did, but it was nerve-wracking, and I had to re-enter Topher because I lost my life caster on the Earth level. So I just immediately reset out. It's just a bummer. I did want to find a ribbon even after I was in go mode. I was opening boxes, hoping that I would find one, and I did not.
Did you find Mud Goals or somebody else on Earth Floor Life Reboot?
Yes, I found mud goals.
Yeah, the Zap Mud Goals were pretty rude. There's actually a lot of rude stuff in this seed this time around.
Freaking everything had poison touch.
I was going to comment that I saw a lot of stun touch as well. I think it was on the Gurwolves and the Asps, for sure. Couldn't remember what else had it, though.
The poison touch is more memorable because you need to use an item to get rid of it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's one of those times when you're grateful for the quality of life changes, so you also don't have to rearrange your party every time. One of those times when you're grateful for the quality of life changes, so you also don't have to rearrange your party every time. One of those times when you're Jazz, the quality of life changes. You got some Discord echo.
It's the remix version of the interview. But yeah, I think moving on now, I think we can get to final thoughts and start wrapping this up a little bit. Let's start with you, Chaos Subaru. What's your final thoughts on this flag set and anything you'd like to say?
I mean, I think the flag set is fine. If we just had like sort of a hell seed, getting the airship a little bit sooner would have been really nice. But having said that, it looks like we basically all got through it, which is good, and it was a really competitive seed as well. And speaking for only myself, I came in top 4, which was my goal going in, so I'm not too upset.
Definitely got a good, strong finish with top 4 in the way the point systems at the high end go. That was good. Darren Dries, what about you? What are your final thoughts here?
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun. I was really worried that I was behind until I found the vendor item over at the caravan, and then I knew we were probably doing better. And once I saw that Bert was the first one done, I felt a little bit better too, because I know he's had a lot of experience racing some really weird flags. So I think it'll be fun next weekend to see how everything shakes out.
Definitely looking forward to hear. And Life Reboot, how about you?
I enjoyed these flag sets. The day one flag set, I practiced a lot more. I didn't get to participate on that one. Internet connectivity issues. This one I practiced a little bit less, but it always seems like if you get the ship in the canoe, maybe you should go to Ordeals and Waterfall like straight away, and that's not the route that I took. But I was thinking to myself when the game started, I can do Fighter Rainbow with any starting party member except the Black Belt or Thief, and then landed on Black Belt. So I was disappointed in that. I had to reset out because I didn't start with a White Mage. I saw the value of a level 1 exit, so I lost some time to that. But I do enjoy the flag set. I like the seeds that you're spending more time sailing than up in the air. It makes it for a more interesting challenge, I think.
Absolutely. Well, that kind of concludes everyone. We had to pull Jazz Raptor out of the room real quick because of feedback issues. So that's everyone on their final thoughts. I guess we'll do a little wrap up here. But before I do, I want to make sure you guys are aware that we will be doing the last 2 days of the Duckling Derby next weekend. The same time, I believe, 9 EST for Saturday and Sunday, day 3 and 4, respectively. So if you liked watching the Duckling Derby tonight, keep your eyes out for it next week. And we will be back with a fresh set of comms and some people to help guide you along with those shuffled flags, shuffled towns, shuffled dungeons in day 4. Thank you for Speed Gaming for hosting us, and thank you for Crab Cakes doing the tracking. My name's Thunderclawed. Thank you guys for coming in. Give everyone a follow in the disc that was racing tonight, by the way. Life Reboot, Jazz Raptor, Chaos Subaru, Darren Dries, all great runners that are up and coming in the Duckling tournament. You will probably be seeing their names come up often. And I'll swing it over the edge for his little outro.
Yeah, just thanks to Speed Gaming, thanks to Vince Easter for helping us out a lot these past couple races. Really appreciate the support. And let me do a quick rundown of the scores as they currently stand before we pass things along here. In first place, we've got Grog with a 27-point, 6-point total lead over Bert, who is sitting at second. So first place Grog, 27 points. Second place Bert, 21 points. Third place Chaos, 19 points.
Ooh.
Fourth place Danny, 18 points. And fifth place Dark Moon, 17 points. Jazz Raptor in sixth with 13 points. Ragnarok in seventh with 9 points. Life Reboot in eighth with 8 points. Sledge in 8th place with 5 points. And then GG to, let me see if I get this right, Caront for finishing it with a time of 2:08:21. That's good for 9th place in this race and 4 points. And Faywinds is still racing, so if you have any energy left, definitely throw some Faywinds way. So, on behalf of the FFR community, if you liked what you saw, give these people a follow, join our Discord, and thanks a lot for watching. Have a good night.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.